sports. It's in the game.
You've got one guy going boom, the other guy going whap, and the guy trying to run it in for the score, and he's going nowhere.
Today.
A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Throwing first play is Pickett. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. George Pickens, his intended receiver there, but it'll be second down. But not the graphic that this fan base wants to see week one, Charles. They were hoping to see key acquisitions, some bright spots. Instead, we're talking about injuries, preseason injuries that have guys missing here in this one.
And even in today's football, where everyone does their best to try and have their starters ready for week one, guys still have to practice. They still have to train, and injuries do crop up. You're exactly right about that, though, Brandon. None of the people supporting this team wanted to see that graphic on the screen at the start of this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Niners offense set to go to work, and it's last year's revelation, Brock Purdy, who leads them out in season number 2 from Iowa State.
There weren't many bigger stories last season than Purdy, who's officially the most famous Mr. Irrelevant of all time. Won each of his first 5 starts and almost guided his team to a Super Bowl. He's really forced the team to reevaluate its plans at quarterback because he looks like the real deal.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Purdy now to throw off the play action. And this is caught. Jennings. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. Dancing to his left. Touchdown 49ers. Ray McLeod from 13 yards out. And the 49ers are on the board here first in the season opener. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. So we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I wanted to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coach to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch. Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Here is 3rd and 5. Now Pickett. It's complete to Robinson. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. That one goes for 8 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Pickett now from the gun here. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 28. Pickett now on first down. Here's Freiermuth again. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. This is 2nd and 8. Harris running straight ahead. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Pickett. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. This is Harris on the draw. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Pickett back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the 49ers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
On first down, Purdy. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. He'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Purdy now to throw. He's got Ayuk once again. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Out of the gun, Purdy. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 15. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball. No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. First and 10, here's Pickett. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Right back to him for 10 more and a first. Back to throw, Pickett. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Randy Gregory. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. They hand this off to Harris. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. On fourth down, Presley Harvin on to punt for the Steelers. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield. And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be. Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Purdy bootlegging it. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it. And it'll be second down. Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel in the final seconds of the first half. And the Niners will extend their lead here just before halftime. Moody good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. Touchdown, 49ers. Ray McLeod. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the 49ers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. 1 play, 75 yards, 6 points. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Pickett looking to throw on 2nd down. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brandon Ayuk, 73 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 28-0. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. 1 play, and they're able to hit pay dirt.
This taken in at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 17.
All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now Brandon Ayuk ready to bring out the rest of this offense here for this upcoming series.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Now on first down, it's Purdy.
Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
That's caught out right by Jennings. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Purdy from the gun.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Juwan Jennings
From 21 yards away.
And the 49ers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes this 35-0 now.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Here's Pickett. Setting up the screen, Harris.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From the gun, here's Pickett. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
The Steelers send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And this will be taken at the 13. nearly a huge return. As it is, still a very good one. 24 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Brock Purdy and the offense back out there.
And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's...
It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for the Niners. 46 yards. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
Flush to his right. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Brock Purdy
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Niners will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Moody good with the extra point.
And it is on that drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
2nd down. Here's Pickett. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 4.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Dialing up another pass here. Pickett, a short one there to Freiermuth.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. 3rd and 2, Pickett. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
The Steelers send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
There's receiver Brandon Ayuk as San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
They might want to mix something up defensively, because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Purdy looking to throw.
Completes it to Jennings. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
They go play action here. Purdy
taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted.
And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 15.
Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
Here's Pickett on second down.
And the Niners get there and bring him down.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack.
They'll set up to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson.
But it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
But my goodness, CD, I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball. But for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display. And now
and this is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays. I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes has a way of catching up with you.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
14 yards that time for number 14. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset.
2nd and 10.
They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
2nd and 10. It's Pickett again.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Warren. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Pickett to throw on 1st down. Got his man. It's Warren.
2 yards on the pickup there. And it's 2nd down.
Pickett right back to the air again.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the Niners will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backups some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Now Moody for the PAT.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So the victory here for San Francisco. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. Time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this.
The players on your team quickly upgrade your team at the end of each game.
Today, from Los Angeles,
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Stafford. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Freeman again. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. And there on your screen, Charles, the key inactives guys out this week.
And there's never anything good about any injury, but there's a silver lining to them, is that it creates opportunity for someone else on the depth chart. Will they take advantage of it with good play, or have they not prepared well, thinking they'll never get on the field, and they'll go out there and hurt their team?
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They give it to Freeman up the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Chase Young. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Well, CD, these two teams barely off the buses, and this defense already has a sack and now the interception and the pick 6 to take the lead.
Partner, you'd have to think that this was part of their game plan coming in, because they wanted to embrace an aggressive mindset and attack on defense. They were trying to force that quick miscue, and I would say their plan worked to perfection.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
To throw is Stafford. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken at about the 14. Oh, he shifts past him. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10
at their own 43. They'll try and start this drive in the air. In trouble, and he's taken down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
He was looking for Jawan Jennings that time.
And it's 3rd down.
You talk about this Rams defense.
They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel.
Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the 49ers go up by 2 touchdowns. Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now 14-0. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford.
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it.
And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Flushed out right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone. Again, they'll run with Freeman. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And down he'll go at the 25. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Stafford now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Up the middle, Freeman.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. Ethan Evans on now to punt. Fielded just inside the 30. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
The danger of a punt that good? A 16-yard return. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They were winners a week ago over the Steelers, and they lead this one as well as they start here 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is caught. Jennings. And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 45 yards. On 1st down, Purdy. The quick slant caught. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. A 2nd down throw for Purdy. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Niners take a 3-touchdown lead. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now 21-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Here's Ethan Evans now.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at the 20. Shifts by him.
A good head down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down.
Connects with Kittle underneath. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Purdy now to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, 49ers. Ray McCloud in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Niners will extend their lead here just before halftime. Moody good with the extra point.
And the route is on here in this first half. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one.
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Purdy off the play fake.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Purdy to throw again on 2nd and 10.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
Flush to his right. A beautiful fake. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Eluding the pressure right.
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes this 35-0 now. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Now a first down throw. Stafford.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A shotgun snap for Stafford.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Stafford.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Fielded just inside the 20. A very good return that time. 18 yards.
Now Brandon Ayuk ready to bring out the rest of this offense here for this upcoming series.
2 touchdowns to his credit so far. Charles, I'm curious, do these wide receivers, what do they go in with each week? Is it different week to week for the goals that they personally set? And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, 49ers. Niners. Deebo Samuel with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point, and it is 42-0. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. L.A. readies for its next possession.
Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Stafford. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Gets past one man. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A big play there for the Niners. 59 yards.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
Buying time to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal.
Purdy. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the 49ers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Purdy will throw for it.
Flushed out right. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went,
yeah, it's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the 1st at the 32. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. This will be fielded at the 17. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
There's receiver Brandon Ayuk as San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any...
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And the Rams are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. He's got Higbee complete right side. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him.
It got his man complete. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. 38 yards. And the 49ers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Robinson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
And Higbee going to have a Rams first down as he'll get this up to the 43.
Now Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
From the 50, it's Stafford. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Throwing is Stafford.
Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's Freeman. No gain on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. To the air again, Stafford.
Back-to-back completions here to Freeman.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. On first down, it's Stafford.
Short throw, it's Higbee.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw pulled in by Robinson here.
They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. From the red zone now, Stafford. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Out of the gun, Stafford. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking deep for Jennings. And he's got it inside the 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving. Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Back to throw, Stafford.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, it's Stafford. That'll be caught by Kupp. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
They snap it to Stafford. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. One last throw here for Stanford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Niners come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
Tonight, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Still very early in the season, obviously, CD, but already key injuries that they've had to deal with.
And what's really difficult for a team is to try and maintain their focus when they feel like they've been a little bit snake-bitten. It feels like every time they turn around, another injury crops up. How do they manage to hang together, get guys to play a little bit above their heads, and make sure that they're still afloat when their starters make it back?
So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Taken in at the 11. 21 yards. Well done on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers.
Leading them out, someone who took the league by storm last year is the most famous Mr. Irrelevant ever. From Iowa State, it's Brock Purdy.
We're not even a quarter way into the season. He's already off to a pretty nice start. NFC Offensive Player of the Week in last week's game.
Yeah, week 2, he was electric. See what week... Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. That one goes for 36 yards.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking this secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Over the middle, that's caught by McLeod. Touchdown! Ray McLeod, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the 49ers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive.
Winless to start the year at 0-2, and now they get the Thursday night game here in week 3. So I don't know, does the fact that they're back out so quickly, Charles, help or hurt their cause?
Oh, I say unequivocally help, because you always want a Thursday game earlier in the schedule rather than later, just because the grind of the season hasn't really set in yet. But also, if they can get a win here, they get a mini open week, recharge a little bit, and carry some fresh momentum into the rest of the season.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On play action, they'll throw. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. Campbell making the catch. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, you put those big cans down on the sideline and then angled for them and then shot for them. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
Purdy looking to throw.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Back to throw, Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
That's caught out right by Jennings. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter. And it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Here's Purdy. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. The Niners at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 52 yards. And the Niners have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. The extra point try now for Moody.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25.
And now out come the Giants.
And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. He'll look to throw.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And his throw here's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. And they can't bring him down. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Escaping the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Giants are going to take over in great field position. A first down carry for Barkley, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Bullock's kick is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complimentary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before they have.
And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
Purdy now to throw.
This is Jennings. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
On 1st down, Purdy connects with Kittle underneath.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Throwing here, Purdy. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
Touchdown, 49ers.
Brandon Ayuk,
44 yards.
And the 49ers are able to stretch out their lead. Now Moody for the PAT.
And it's 21-3. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with the touchdown reception. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25.
And New York set to take the field. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, Barkley. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And they're going to speed things up here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They'll look to throw again.
Now this will be caught. It's Isaiah Hodgins.
Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Back to throw again.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner.
And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He can have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Purdy now on 2nd down.
Got an open man. It's McLeod. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Purdy. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
A great play there, as the first half is winding down.
And the Niners will extend their lead here just before halftime. Moody good with the extra point.
And the route is on here in this first half. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
And the Giants with one final possession here in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've come to halftime, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the 2nd half.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit, as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter.
Purdy off the play fake.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And this is caught, Jennings. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 33 yards that time.
Now Purdy.
Flush to his right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Brock Purdy.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Niners just continue to roll. On the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. It wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run. They'll look to throw now on first down.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Barkley, inside handoff. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
Down the left sideline.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Moody good with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. In possession switching back to the New York Giants. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half.
There he goes left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
And he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw.
Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
Flushed out right. And he's brought down. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Looking to throw. Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
A second down throw for Purdy. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey.
Touchdown 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey.
His first touchdown of the new season.
And the 49ers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
They still can't get him. And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for two more.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. And this is a and for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. New York's offense back out there and set to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll drop to throw.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The Giants on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
And he will find his man, Samuel. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Niners are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Purdy will throw for it.
Forced out to his left. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
New York set to take the field.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Here's Jamie Gillen now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. They'll look to set up his blockers. Oh, with a juke. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late.
We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Play action. Now Purdy. That is incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for.
And it's second down.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
Purdy bootlegging it.
This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go?
It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Ayuk bringing it in on the crossing route here.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it.
Escaping the pressure right. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
They'll try and throw for it. Flush to his right. And make him 4 for 4 now on 2-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
And New York set to take the field.
CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Fred Warner.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and...
And this is caught. He laid out and got it. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25.
And the Giants ready to come out now. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away. They stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The defense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a run.
And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners will take over possession here up at the 44.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there.
They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on.
Taking a shot for Samuel. This is caught inside the 15. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Moody good with the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season.
day. From Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. First play from scrimmage. Here's Murray.
And his first look is incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
And here are the key inactives for them in this one. And obviously, Charles, are going to be without some important names this week.
Well, hopefully those guys will be on the sidelines encouraging the guys who are going out there and helping them when they come off the sidelines during the game by giving them some tips on what they see and what they've experienced. That's true teamwork. And if you want to get to the playoffs, if you want to have a big push, you have to have that on your squad.
First down, Murray. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And now this is scooped up. But there he goes, right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown.
Jake Moody now for the point after.
And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Murray now on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
Trey McBride the target on that throw.
And that'll bring up second down.
You look at this Niner defense.
It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Murray now.
That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Murray now running right on the option.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Now the veteran workhorse. Here's James Conner.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down.
Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10
at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And that'll make the score 14-0. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. They start the drive with Connor, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Here's Murray. And this will be swung out here for Connor.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Murray a give. This is Connor.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You look at this Niner defense.
In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game,
did.
right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the 1st. He opted to go with a scramble. Gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Here's Blake Gillikin now.
Oh, he takes it in. Doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. For a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
They go play action here. Purdy.
It's caught inside the 25. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Purdy looking to throw.
Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown. Ray McLeod. A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the 49ers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes the score 21-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the 1st half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
Murray now to throw.
Goes right back to McBride.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. He'll return it from the 6. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down.
Over the middle, that's caught by McLeod. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Ray McLeod with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the 49ers continue to pull away here this first half. Moody good with the extra point.
And it is 28-0. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Greg Dortch now to return it. And he returns this to the 22.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And right now, these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
He may go.
And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a 2nd time.
So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown.
Greg Dortch returning, taking it about the 1.
Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
And that's patience to be admired right there, because he looks left, looks right, and waits for the right guy to come open, spots him in the middle of the field, and delivers.
Back to throw, Purdy.
Eluding the pressure right.
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers.
4 yards on the touchdown grab.
And the Niners have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And it is 42-0. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. And plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a 1 there.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly.
exactly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Able to get this one to McBride. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This 2nd and 4. Throwing again, Murray. Throwing quickly to Wilson. 7 yards on the quick slant and a 1st down. From the gun, Murray. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Here's Purdy.
And it's caught. Touchdown. George Kittle, his first touchdown on the year.
And the 49ers have got it on cruise control.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now Murray again.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner.
And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is.
And this is caught. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Niners will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Moody good with the extra point.
And the rout is on here in this first half.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now.
Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
Murray fighting, lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown.
Well, Charles, I mean, things just seem to be getting worse and worse for one sideline. Or flip it over after that fumble return for a touchdown. Better and better on the opposite end. What an impressive first half performance.
And partner, I know the saying in the NFL goes that no lead is safe, but I will say that this one seems pretty secure. And if we continue to see plays like that, I'm going to switch back and say this lead is safe.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here comes George on the return.
Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And that one is his second fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Ray McCloud on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Niners will extend their lead here just before halftime. Final play of the half. Purdy
flushed out right. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime.
Well, after that, it's not hard to see where the momentum is pointing because it's squarely on his side after a heads-up play to jog that one in for another 2 points.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. George returning.
So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front.
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in week 4. Second half kickoff ready to go.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Oh, good return up past the 30.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
One thing I know for sure, the standard speech is to treat the game like it's tied. But when you have an advantage, they also tell you, make sure you don't get your foot off the gas. Message received.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10
at the 40.
And from the shotgun, he'll throw.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 60 yards.
And the 49ers extend their lead yet again.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here.
Purdy from the gun.
They'll roll him out right. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. He's been terrific so far. This will be fielded at the 17. An excellent return that time, 26 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Deebo Samuel trotting out with his offense to start this next drive.
And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown.
Deebo Samuel, 57 yards. And the Niners are pouring it on. Purdy and the Niner offense, they'll stay on the field. They'll try to go for 2 here.
They'll look to throw here. Being chased out left. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray.
Going right back to Wilson.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
2nd and 7.
Connor up the middle.
And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the 3rd quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stop it.
Down the numbers. There he goes. A huge play there for Arizona. 46 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield.
That's Connor loses it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team, because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
So a big play there. Not only the fumble return for the touchdown, then they get the 2-point try. And, for the defense, though, they were just over there sitting on the field. They had to rush out to try to defend that.
It's funny. They actually practice situations that they call sudden change when the team turns it over. I'll guarantee you no one practices a fumble return for a touchdown like that, and now someone goes for 2. Really good strategy by them putting them in that situation.
Murray now on 1st down. And now off to the races down the right side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Running right on the option is Murray. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They run behind center with Connor. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Fred Warner.
That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantic. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown 49ers.
Juwan Jennings.
45 yards.
And the 49ers are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Purdy will throw for it.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Here comes Dortch on the return. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking they haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Murray going to throw. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now Murray. He completes it to Wilson. Well, that'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Shotgun now for Murray.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Murray to air it out again.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
To throw, it's Murray.
A throw to the flat for Carter.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. Throwing now is Murray. Over the middle, complete. It's Wilson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. They'll look to throw again.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Moore, the motion man.
Right back to Connor here on first. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset.
From the 9, 2nd and 5.
They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Murray now. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Back to throw. Murray. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the 49ers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking,
he's got a man complete.
There he goes again.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Now Greg Dortch going to bring it out of the end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
And in our meeting with the special teams coordinator, we asked him, what's your philosophy on bringing the ball out? Do you give them a red light? Do you keep them in? Green light, let them go? Let's see if he changes from green light to red light after that costly error.
Yeah, you know what I remember from that meeting? He brought donuts.
I like him.
Yeah, it was great. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Cards are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Operating from the gun, Murray.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
First down, Murray. His throw incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Murray again, 2nd and 10.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to break up 4th. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And Problem spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. That one looks like he'll throw here. Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Now he's into the clear again.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Murray, one final try. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So the victory here for San Francisco. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step,
Tonight, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Gallup in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
This defense for the Niners, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
They toss it down to Pollard.
And look at this, for the second straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. Got an open man, it's Michael Gallup. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10.
At the 31-yard line. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got the hook up to McLeod. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Purdy off the play fake. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action here. Purdy.
He's going to go up top again. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, 49ers. Ray McLeod with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the 49ers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes the score 7-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
The rushing numbers for Pollard last week: 19 carries, 75 yards, and a touchdown.
Nice solid showing from him last week. Didn't blow the roof off with his numbers, but certainly had a quality day and produced when called upon.
They go back to Pollard on second down.
Now the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after.
A yard all they need, but it's third down.
Trying to run forward with Pollard. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. On is the punter, Brian Ager, to kick this one away. This is taken at the 15. 21 yards. Well done on the return.
And they will take over first and 10.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive.
Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to...
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown.
Juwan Jennings.
64 yards.
And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now 14-0. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Kevontae Turpin now to return.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Pollard going to try the right side. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a third. Oh, Prescott stripped. And this is going to be 49er football. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to ship.
Touchdown, 49ers!
Christian McCaffrey.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Niners take a 3-touchdown lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now 21-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able...
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And now there's a scoop. There he goes, right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown.
Charles, As they are putting on a show right now. I mean, with that fumble return for the touchdown, you think about the size of this advantage. Heck, it's a 4-score game right now, and we're still in the first half.
And that has to be the highlight, Brandon, with how infrequently we see fumbles return to the house. But if you aren't inclined to pick this as the game signature play so far, you do have no shortage of alternatives to select from. This has been nothing short of a clinic. And as noted, we still have a half a ball to play.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On third down, it's Prescott.
That is caught. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second and a couple.
Here's Prescott.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Option play. Here's Pollard.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Now a 2nd and 10.
On the draw, it's Pollard. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 33. The Cowboys on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Prescott.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 23.
Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Prescott down. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A Cowboy first down there. Prescott to Gallup. They'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ferguson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Prescott yet again. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks from 3 yards out.
And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And it's now a 20.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And bulldoze
closing his way through. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
Now he's flushed out left. And this is caught. Jennings. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Called in left side here by Jennings. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Purdy looking to throw.
Dancing to his left.
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the 49ers are able to add on to their first half lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And the rout is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Prescott. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And they take a knee. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's taken on the 25. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided
message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10.
Play action. Now Purdy.
Rolling to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jennings. And quickly, they get to the line.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Able to slither by. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
2nd down and 3. Purdy now to throw.
That's Samuel, caught left side. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 29-yard line.
Back to throw, Purdy.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Ray McCloud, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Niners have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Prescott's throw taken in there by Cooks.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Pollard, he'll take it up the gut. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Prescott from the gun. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. They'll go with Pollard, and he loses the football a second time. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
And now off to the races down the right side. A big play there for the Niners. And a very appropriate gain as well, 49 yards.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line.
Man, that's a 3rd fumble for him now in this ball game. And you know the old saying, CD, once is a fluke, twice a coincidence, 3 times becoming a pattern.
3 times is a problem in this case because we've seen field goal kickers have days like this, quarterbacks occasionally. But how rare is it?
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers.
4 yards on the touchdown grab.
And the Niners have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Purdy and the Niner offense, they'll stay on the field. They'll try to go for 2 here.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball on a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first down throw for Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
flush to his right. Oh, Prescott stripped. And now this is scooped up by the 49. There he goes, left side. Inside the 10. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for a 49er touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Moody good with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
3rd and 3.
What's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Diamador Lenore.
Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brand, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2. We got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
And again, it's Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And the ball is knocked out.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th, it doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or 2 about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. And now they're in the hurry-up.
On 1st down, Purdy.
And got his man complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel with his second touchdown of the night. And the 49ers are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Purdy and the Niner offense, they'll stay on the field. They'll try to go for 2 here. Eluding the pressure right. And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Prescott. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the Niners are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest. But now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick him off for the second time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly. But they're still out there hunting for big plays and get another one right there.
Buying time to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
But Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their face.
It's caught at the 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. On the return, this is Turpin. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So,
Prescott stripped. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
He's on his way.
And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower postgame. And, boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a 2-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for 2 now while their heads are down.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Throwing, Prescott.
He finds his man, Pollard.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To the air again, Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Prescott to throw it.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To throw is Prescott. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Ferguson. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. One last shot now for Prescott.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. 3rd and goal. Try to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. And now it's blocked. And the Niners have it. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort on both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. Before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, there's been a lot more time trying to get that done, which means